In 1787, the framers of the U.S. Constitution envisioned a government where no single entity could hold absolute power. They created a system of separation of powers, dividing authority into three co-equal branches: the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. Article 1 establishes the legislative branch, Congress. Its primary duty is to represent the people and enact the laws of the land. Divided into the House and the Senate, this branch holds the power of the purse, controlling government spending and taxation. But today, record-breaking polarization has led to frequent gridlock, making it increasingly difficult for Congress to fulfill its constitutional mandates. When the legislature stalls, a power vacuum is created, often pulling the other two branches into roles they weren't originally designed for. Article 2 defines the executive branch, headed by the president. Its core mission is to take care that the laws are faithfully executed. Over recent decades, the scope of executive power has expanded significantly, often moving beyond mere enforcement into direct policy creation. The use of executive orders has become a primary tool for presidents to circumvent a gridlocked Congress, sparking debates over constitutional limits. Landmark Supreme Court rulings on presidential immunity have further reshaped the landscape, granting the office unprecedented legal shields. Article 3 establishes the judicial branch, the federal courts and the Supreme Court. Their role is to interpret the laws and the Constitution. Through judicial review, the courts serve as the final arbiter, ensuring that the actions of the other branches align with the nation's founding document. However, recent shifts in judicial doctrine, such as the overturning of the Chevron deference, have moved interpretive power from agencies back to the courts. This has made the judiciary the central arena for resolving the nation's most complex policy disputes, often bypassing the democratic legislative process. The true strength of the system lies in the balance. Each branch has the power to check the others, preventing anyone from becoming tyrannical. The president can veto legislation. Congress can override that veto and holds the power of impeachment. This is the checks and balances cycle. The courts can declare laws or executive actions unconstitutional, while the president appoints judges and the Senate confirms them. But for this system to work, it requires respect for norms and a willingness to compromise. Today, those norms are being tested like never before. Interbranch conflicts have escalated into a litany of litigation, with the courts often used as a political weapon rather than a neutral referee. When the balance shifts too far in one direction, the very foundation of our democratic republic faces a systemic risk. We are at a tipping point. The erosion of checks and balances threatens the rule of law and the stability of the American experiment. Understanding this balance is the first step in protecting it. Democracy is not a self-sustaining machine. It requires constant defense. Because in the end, the power doesn't belong to the branches, it belongs to we the people.